But then we find out, for example, the current systems and infrastructure of the government are not able to process the amount of labor, for example, that we're bringing in. You know, they needed additional, for example, health testing facilities for the visa requirements. The Ministry of Social, for example, cannot cope with the amount of applications being submitted to process them on time, so we don't have delays in having laborers, you know, come in on time. For example, this decision by the reinforcing the role of Kuwait Society of Engineers to have all the expat engineers, you know, verify their engineering certificates. Okay, that's a very valid point. You know, we're implementing all these mega projects, but do we have the infrastructure to support it? That's one major aspect. If not, then based on the needs, as our colleague from PIC stated, based on the needs and the urgencies, we have to prioritize.
Exactly.
Yes, and then this becomes the role of the PMO of the government projects.
Right. See, in my point of view, I do agree with you, Jack. The questions should be answered, but at certain level, and this is based on my modest experience. At certain level, there are some questions you will not get answered, to be frank. And you will not understand why. Even you search for, you will not understand it. I'll give you a simple example in IT processes, let's say. On a development for a product development, you reach a point where you have an exception. For an executive level, top management level, you have an exception to be handled. You will not ask why. It's an exception.
Yes, but it's at that moment in time when you come to that point, you have documented, and there is a very clear explanation why. It is there.
On the change management process, yes. But as I say, at certain level, some questions will not be answered.
We talked about PMO, but in our culture, you know, the norm here within Kuwait and the region, another element that I see is missing is the IT and automation.
Mm-hmm.
As a culture, I see we are behind in that. The norm, is doing things manually, verbally, and that's how it's been. And this is unfortunate.
Honestly speaking, I assisted the last Kuwait conference that happened in Jabal Ahmed, and I saw the minister talk about automating processes.
Social welfare for these laborers. Here we expect to have an impact on the tarkiba السكانية of the country. So here we urge the government to think ahead and maybe start building labor camps, cities for these laborers, not to leave it for the contractors to manage. Any thoughts?
Again, I can go back. I think we are still not very well positioned to handle these projects. It's very nice to talk about them. I like the pictures. I like the structures and the Zuha Hadid type of
within the teams, and this one should have a good sponsorship to report to him first and give him all the details, and then this in the same time remove the bottlenecks within processes and facilitate all the communication and verifying deliveries and everything in order to move forward, not stay stopped.
Okay, thank you for that. Jack?
I think my forever closing argument will always be the professional you can and will be, and never be afraid to ask that one particular question, why? And I hope, honestly, that some of you will go home and start asking yourself in a professional way and manner that question, why? Thank you very much.
Anything else?
We all do projects all day. Everybody does projects in one way or another. Yeah? Traveling is a project, writing a book is a project, reading a book is a project. It's just about retrospect, taking a look at what you've done and how to improve in the future. And then I think as a community, everybody's just going to grow and be a better project manager.
MashaAllah, you don't need a mic. From my perspective, yes, everything we said is relevant, but I think the onus is on us, all of us, as citizens and residents of the country. Basically, we need to improve on the awareness and bring up the maturity of project management. And here I think it's a good place to thank Pro Media for organizing this conference. And that is why also we established the Kuwait Project Management Society to help bring in the knowledge of project, portfolio, program, and PMO practices and principles, and make sure it gets in every agency within the country and improve our project management execution and delivery. As many of you know, strategies are good, but they're useless if we don't know how to bring them to fruition. And the best way to bring in, to deliver strategies is through project management. And that's a management science by itself. Any last thoughts from the audience before we close?
Well, it's just one question. Since you mentioned about Kuwait Project Management Society, well, I would like just to know how is the cooperation with non-profitable organizations like PMI, AAC, International, and others?
Well, one main reason we started Kuwait Project Management Society is that because we were not able to bring PMI and those other societies within Kuwait, unfortunately, the regulations within Mosul, the Ministry of Social Affairs, guidelines do not allow international organizations to officially function within the country. Alhamdulillah, we were successful.
Is it possible to be under your umbrella?
No. We already started, we have negotiated with PMI and IPMA. Their regulations and requirements do not match Mosul, and Mosul says it's forbidden for any international organization, not for profit, to operate within Kuwait. They themselves, in order to operate within Kuwait, they would like an official governmental license and a bank account. So it's not working. However, we are finding ways to collaborate. We're going to get innovative, but since we recently started, right now the focus is on establishing our admin systems, finance system, and we're also working with the Mosul guidelines that have been written in 1962 and have not been updated. Yeah, imagine in this day and age, we're not able to do our finances electronically. They require a ledger that's to be hand-filled. وتذكر الدفتر مكعب. مع الأسف هذا اللي يبغون يشوفونه.
أنا الحين قاعد أشتغل advisor. حد راح يعطيني شغل على هالبوتيك هذا. Everything is good. Don't worry about it. We take care of.
Thank you for this. Any other comments? If not, then thank you for coming, and we'll be around for any further questions or comments.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all our participants in the panel and for all your insights in project management and the second day coupon that you can use and the validating parking. Okay, and we hope to see you guys again for the third project management conference when it comes up. So hopefully all of you will provide your contact information so we can contact you when that time comes around. So, until next time, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which is worth